Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. Alright, this is Crusader Kings II, also known as CK2. This is episode number 2, and as we're getting underway, we have started with a difficult and random character. We are the Count Noe of Gwent. So, we have just a single province in our control. Our liege controls these 3 provinces. The liege himself, the king, controls this one beside us, Glamorgan, and Erging is owned by his son. So I'm kind of in direct competition with them to eventually gain control of these regions. But for now, I am but a lowly vassal. Now, for this game in the Decathlon, in order to score points, it will depend on my overall score. Now, the score can actually get in this game all the way up to around 100,000 points. This is a very long game that could play out for over 800 years, or almost 800 years, and in that time, an excellent player could manage somewhere in the realm of 100,000 points. So for me, simple math is divide that by 100 and you get 1,000. So our goal is 1,000 points. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 100. So if I get 100 points, then I have 1 point scored for the Decathlon. Now, the way that score is calculated, this right here, you have your prestige plus your piety. So this is your public opinion, kind of your works over your course as a leader during your lifetime, plus your relationship with the church, whichever religion that may be, in this case Catholic, and you combine these 2 scores upon the death of each character. So whatever their score was at a given time when they pass away, that then becomes the score. So if my character were to die today or tomorrow, we would actually have -2 points, and that would not put us very well on our goal towards getting on board and getting outside of our current total of 0. But I lost 100 points in getting married, and then I lost 100 points for my son in getting married as well. And so that is something that's been recovering over time. I gain 2 prestige, or at least 1.98 each month in my current setup. So this will recover very soon. In a couple months here, we will, in fact, in 1 month, we'll be above 0. All right, let's go ahead and get the game rolling. So this is our holding here. Our capital is a castle here. And in addition, within this province, there is a castle. There is also the city of Newport, as well as the bishopric of Monmouth. So there's a large church run by a bishop. There is a city, and then there is a castle. So these 3 holdings exist within this single province. All right, villagers are starving in Glamorgan. That's our province next to us, and a small group of representatives has dared set foot in my castle to petition for help. For just 2.8 gold, we can gain 5 piety, but if we refuse to help, we're going to lose 10 piety. Oh, and I would lose the trait kind, which offers me, well, it's a +2, -2, intrigue and diplomacy. But I right now prefer diplomacy over intrigue, so I'm going to go ahead and collect the piety. All right, now of these 3 areas within my province, I, which just reached the age of 50 and my hair has grayed considerably, I control the county capital. And currently, the only thing I have built at this capital is stables, where it adds 35 light cavalry to my available military. So that is what is built right now, and that's just a level 1 stables. Now, these are the options to build. These are the additional things that I can add. Oh, here's another. Uh-oh, I don't like the look of this. My son, Griffith, has not been quite himself lately. Like for a while now, I have noticed him looking tired and thin. I have just been informed of the cause. Griffith has contracted syphilis. I must find a court physician. I need you to stay alive. Speaking of position, I need to address that right away. Minor titles, court physician. Do I have anybody? Yes, I do, and your learning is quite high. So, Dogfail. My liege, my mission to Glamorgan has been a success so far. King Reese, excellent job. Improved relations. This is my chancellor who's out on mission. That's this guy right here. Trying to improve relations with the king, make him like me more, hopefully offer me an additional title of some kind. Okay, where was I? Our holding. So we have a level 1 stable. Oh, another pop-up. Reports reach you about a ship that just docked in Gwent. Ship is called Storm of the Blessed Virgin, and on board resides a renowned physician, Baron Sea Devil, who is currently in the employ of the ship's captain. If you were to offer a large sum of gold to the greedy physician, he would surely be willing to make up the residence in your court instead. You know what? I have... oh, it's only 10 gold, by the way. But I have a pretty strong physician already. So I'll pass. Anyway, these are the additional things that I can build, and you can see each one as what it offers, like castle fortification. It increases your fort level by 0.5. Castle walls increase your levy size by 2.5%, so that's your available troops. Also has an effect on your tax income as well as the fort level. So the castle walls actually does more for you, at least level 1 does, than the fortifications, and they have the same cost, but it takes twice as long to construct. Now, I have some money. I'm going to go ahead and do this right away, as this is going to improve my holding in the long term. This is my current levy. This is the troops that I have available to me. So I have 45 light infantry, 37 light cavalry, and 112 heavy infantry. And those castle walls are being built. When that gets full, that'll be done. Now these other holdings are actually under the command of one of my vassals. So I don't actually run this place myself. Uh-oh, my liege. I've tried to make Bishop Malguin Monmouth realize what a benevolent, peaceful ruler you really are, but sinister forces in his court have been hard to work to discredit my every move. So Malguin, his opinion of me is minus 15. He's insulted. That's fine. Not worried about him. Okay, so I still have the designated regent. However, my son's 19. I don't really need a regent at this point. Speed up time a little bit more. We're up to 3 now. Alright, this is a review of my holdings, my demesnes. This is my 1 castle capital. My income, I gained 6.14 tax. That's based on the base tax plus fort level. And there's the size. And you can see the current construction and its progress. So if we look here, if my character were to die today, that prestige has risen. It's still in the negative, but it's down to negative 12. The piety is up to 43, so I would have a positive 31, which still is not a point at this point. In order to get a point, it has to actually be applied to my score. So that's here. My realm size is 3 because that's the castles, cities, and churches that I hold. My demesne is how many territories that I'm in control of and or titles. So I have 1 out of 5 right now. So for example, if I were the king instead of Rice, I would have these 3 provinces and the kingdom. Oh no. Well. She was just an acquaintance. Okay. I thought that was the... Willis Windus and Bayerthman. I thought that was my son's wife. Just married, no kids yet. Thought he lost her already. Not this time. Alright, so we have our castle walls, that's good. That will provide a little bit more to our monthly balance. I think that increased our income by 0.2 ducats each month. So this will start acquiring a little bit faster. That prestige did finally get positive. We're up to an added total of 50. I'll speed up time a little bit more. I don't have much going on until I can build this, and it's going to have to all come from relationships, which a king is the relationship that I need to work on. Ooh, what has happened? As the day drags on, seemingly never ending, you can barely keep your eyes open. You seem to have no energy. Alas, I have fatigue, which is going to lower my health by 0.25, my intrigue, and my diplomacy. Gamma guess is that you are in the early stages of gout. He insists that you follow his instructions. Okay, let's treat these symptoms of gout. Gavin insisted that you should abstain from food in order to feel better and prescribed a 3-day fast. +2 health. Uh-oh. One moment you're shivering, the next you're sweating, and overall you feel awful. Alas, I have a fever. My health just dropped by 1 more. Overall, the fasting's helping though. New important decisions. Seek treatment for illness. Not yet. You are pained with hot, swollen joints, which disturb your sleep. You have contracted gout. Now I officially have it. So I have, let's see, gain the trait gout, and I have 4 options that will happen. I can suffer a normal illness with almost 60% chance, a mild illness, a severe illness, and become bedridden with illness, just 9% chance. With my luck, that'll happen. The fever and fatigue are gone. Court physician, Gammon, has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains that there are several different types of treatment he can offer. My life is in your hands. That's probably what's going to happen here. No, I don't want to be Craven. Okay, my life is in your hands. Gammon approached you with a small knife. He held your arm steady and made a precise incision, barely breaking your skin. He then proceeded to press something against the wound. It looked like diseased tissue, and you shuddered. Oh no, horrible mistreatment. -3 health. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh no. He hasn't killed me yet. I've made it to December. Can I make it to the next year? Only just. It's the first of the year, my liege. My mission to Glamorgorn has so far been a success. Alright, King's happy with me for the next 4 years. I might actually move you on to the brother, because he's not going to live a whole lot longer. So I'm going to transfer you over there. Alright, how are we doing? 39. Uh-oh. At age 23. Are you kidding me? This game might be over very quick. At age 23, your son, Gruffid. My son died of the Great Pox. Oh, this is horrible. This game's gonna end. Just like that. A woman accused of witchcraft in Gwent has been dragged before your court. Several witnesses have seen her performing dark rituals in her secluded hut, possibly related to recent crop failures. She claims innocence, and it falls on you to determine her fate. Well, I get 30 piety, which I have 73 total right now. That'll push me over 100. If I die soon, I'll at least have 1 point for this game. Or I could imprison her. Let's take the piety and risk the the effects here. As more and more people seek audience at your court, you have come to realize that there is much to do when it comes to the administration of the realm. You must work harder. Okay, hey, I'm diligent. That helps. That is a good trait to have. That's +1 martial intrigue, diplomacy, stewardship, and learning. At age 26, Cordelia Ellen was burnt at the stake. Yay! And there's the game. I just died. I only made it to April. I ruled for 4 years. I scored 105 points. Within a month of each other, my son died of the Great Pox. After a lineage of 1 character, your line has ended with the death of the heirless Snowy Ap Chudor Brighchiniog. Oh, hey, I did at least manage a score of 212. I didn't accomplish anything of note. So if we divide that by 100, I got 2 points! Woo! Okay, well, certainly not what we were looking for in our first game. Very suddenly to have both my son and my leader die in such a short period of time of such random things. At least I kind of saw it coming for me, but I had my well, it's 73 now, so about my 22, 23-year-old son was ready to go, ready to step in, and literally out of nowhere, he passed away. But if you look here, the historical dynasties, there's what I'm basing my point total on. There's 100,000 there that we have for comparison. So that's the target, 100,000. So divide that by 100, that's 1,000. That's what we get for a perfect game. And in my very first attempt, I scored 2 points. And I said I struggled at this game. And now you see my struggles. I don't feel I did anything in particular to deserve the fate here. To get a whopping 2 points in my first game. But my fate is what my fate is. So, next time we'll be starting with a brand new game since we only lasted a few short years in this first go. Never even had a chance to raise our levies and see any kind of combat at all. We certainly did not accomplish anything of note here. But it's been real. So that does it for this episode. I am Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record.